Hello, dear Gemini. Welcome to your July 2019 tarot card reading. I am excited to be with my Geminis today. My name is Shamika. I'm a twin flame, and that's the very reason I'm here with you today, okay? If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe so that you may stay abreast on your readings as they come out, okay? If you're not aware already, this channel is associated with a website. It's www.twinflamelovejourney.com. It is a work in progress, but there's a pretty cool ruin game out there for those who like to utilize online divination tools, okay? I will be uploading my blog there, but in the meantime, if you would like to read thoughts from a twin flame on the journey, please feel free to check me out on Facebook on Twin Flame Love Journey, okay? And without further ado, dear Gemini, let's get started, okay? Dear Spirit, please show me the present energies for my dear Gemini here in July 2019. Please show me the present energy for my dear Geminis here in July 2019. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of messages for you guys this month. Okay? Dear Spirit, what are the present energies for my dear Gemini? And I have the Ace of Clouds, consciousness, the Ace of Mind, a new consciousness, huh? Dear Spirit, please show me the energies for my dear Divine Masculine Geminis here in July 2019. Please show me the energies for my dear Divine Masculine Geminis here in July. Now, dear Gemini, when I say Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, I am speaking of Geminis who are male, Geminis who are Divine Feminines, or who have Gemini prominent in their charts. This is also a dual reading, so if you are a Divine Masculine, wanting to look into the energies in regards to your Divine Feminine, her traits may be present or prevalent in this reading, okay? Dear Spirit, please show me the energies for my dear Divine Masculine here in July 2019. Please show me the energies for my dear beautiful Geminis. July 2019, please show me, dear Spirit. Clinging to the past for Divine Masculine. Okay. Dear Spirit, please show me the energies for my dear Divine Feminine, my dear Divine Feminine Geminis here in July. Sagittarius may have a play in this, dear Gemini, okay? All right. What are the energies for my dear Divine Feminine Geminis here in July? And I have the Knight of Clouds, mind-blowing. All right. Cutthroat communication. All right, dear Spirit. Please show me the evolving energies for my dear Gemini here in July 2019. Gemini, when I say evolving energies, I'm speaking of your headlines energetically. What are the headliners, energies that you should pay attention to this month here in July, okay? Dear Spirit, what's the evolving energies for my dear Gemini here in July? Please show me the energies for my dear Gemini. Evolving energies for my Gemini. Those came out together, so I'm going to take both of them. All right, the first one that came to my attention was the Four of Fire, participation, and then Thunderbolt came out along with it. So we're going to keep this up here as a guiding light to see if it resonates with any other part of this reading, okay? It could also have something to do with a friendship, okay? Or a love relationship. All right, dear Spirit, please show me the energies for my dear Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Geminis here in July. Please show me the next evolving energy, dear Spirit. Awareness. Okay. Okay, dear Spirit, please show me the next evolving energy for my dear Gemini here in July 2019. Please show me the evolving energy for my dear Gemini here in July. And I have the Nine of Clouds, sorrow. Okay. All right, dear Gemini, let's get started, okay? Moving into the month, there is the Ace of Clouds, or the Ace of Mind energy. This is about consciousness. This is about receiving a new idea or some new awareness coming to the forefront within your mind. Okay, this can allude to something not known being brought to your attention in regards to somebody in your life, in regards to a situation or circumstance within your life. Nonetheless, this consciousness is speaking of something within your soul, knowing, creeping into the very intellectual side, into the very crevices of your mind. But let's clarify through Spirit what this is all about. What is this Eight of Clouds energy, dear Spirit, for my dear Gemini? Here in July 2019, what is this Ace of Clouds energy for my dear Gemini? Here in July 2019, what is this about, dear Spirit? Please show us. Oh, wow. And I have the Transformation Tarot, okay? This is about something within your life being transformed, dear Gemini, okay? This is the Chariot energy, okay? Some of my dear Geminis may be traveling this month. Nonetheless, this is about change and movement. You know, this is about conscious decisions to do something, to start something new on an intellectual level, okay? Or it may be through travel that a new idea creeps into your consciousness, or a new awareness creeps into your consciousness as it pertains to a person or a situation or experience within your life, okay? Nonetheless, it's a conscious decision that you have enacted, all right? It's a transformation that you initiated, dear Capricorns, dear Geminis, for many of my Geminis. Gemini, I said Sagittarius and I said Capricorn. So if you have those individuals in your life, this could also pertain to a new awareness as it pertains to one of those signs as well, okay? All right, dear Gemini, let's clarify transformation. This is about having control, all right? Some of my dear Geminis, they know what they want, okay? And they're initiating something, or they're facilitating the beginning of something. They're facilitating clarity, okay? They're facilitating the enactment of truth as it pertains to a certain situation. This could have come as a result of travel, or the thought of travel, or it could come as a result of transforming your environment, or transforming the transformation of a relationship within your life. But let's clarify transformation for my dear Gemini here in July 2019. Please clarify, dear Spirit, for my beautiful Geminis. What's this transformation that leads to a new awareness about? This transformation that leads to a new consciousness for my dear Gemini here in July. Please clarify, dear Spirit, what is this about? And I have the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheels have changed. This is about destiny. This is about karma. This is about the wheel of change turning in your favor. This is about outcomes happening as a result of prior decisions, okay? So what this tells me, these are two major arcana cards. You have the Wheel of Fortune energy and you have the Transformation or Chariot energy, okay? Something happened in your past that has led you to take control of a certain matter, okay? Because once you took control of this matter, it led to a new awareness about the situation, all right? You're no longer allowing things to happen to you, dear Gemini, in your life. You are the facilitator of change, okay? This can indicate that the wheel, it can turn in any direction as it pertains to just about any area of your life, okay? If this pertains to a relationship, okay, fortune, the Wheel of Fortune stepped in, okay, to reveal a certain truth, to reveal a certain action. There's no dilemma. You know, there's no dilemma in this particular situation, but, you know, something happened that you likely didn't see happen, something that you likely didn't see coming, okay? The Wheel of Fortune often takes the stage as a result of something, and it triggered this this transforming energy in your life, which led to a new consciousness, which led to a new idea, okay? Which led you to see things differently, which brought something to light that you may not have previously seen, dear Gemini, okay? I can't help but to think with this falling out, this, in some instances, for some of my dear Geminis, this could have been a shocking event. Somebody came to you that that you didn't expect to see. Somebody said something to you that was very shocking. Nonetheless, they told you about something that you did not previously know about somebody, about your relationship, about yourself, or you could be the one who's also transforming a situation based on the wheel of fortune, all right? And you're making somebody else aware of the truth in regards to a matter, of the truth in regards to a relationship. Nonetheless, for some who receive it, it could be a shocking confession. It could be a shocking event. But let's move on. Let's see what else is happening here, okay? And then we'll tie all the cards together. What we have here is the Five of Waters energy. This is the energy of clinging to the past. The divine masculine is clinging to the past, is clinging to an emotional situation, dear Gemini, is clinging to a place in time, is clinging to something that was emotionally fulfilling, okay? Is not yet ready to let go of something, all right? But let's gain clarity. This is definitely, for most of my Geminis, an emotional situation, but remember, it can pertain to just about any aspect within your life, dear Gemini, okay? Let's clarify the Five of Waters for my dear Gemini here in July 2019. What is this clinging to the past about for my dear divine masculines here in July? Please show us, dear Spirit, what is this Five of Cups energy as it pertains to my dear divine masculine? That's your card. The way it jumped out, wow. And we have the Four of Water energy. This is also a very emotional card. It is the logical or emotionally based situation that leads to the Five of Cups moment, okay? This is about emotional, physical, or interpersonal healing, okay? So the Four of Cups in most renditions is often about, there's a cup being offered, an emotional cup, or either you don't want to take the cup or somebody else doesn't want to take the cup. But this is actually talking about healing within the self, all right? Understanding that the wells of life, there's a well down here, and you can see a faint image of guides there, all right, are more than enough to nourish you, okay? Some of my dear Geminis have taken time out to nourish themselves, to heal certain aspects within their life that may have been in need of healing, all right? And as such, during this healing process, they may have recognized some emotional situation from their past that they would like to revisit, or they have recognized some emotional aspect from their past that they want to let go of. They want to let go of it because they are focused on their healing, dear divine masculine. There definitely could be a woman involved in this healing process. There could be a woman that brought something to light, dear divine masculine, that has encouraged you to heal some aspect within yourself and to release those elements of the past that no longer serve you, while maybe even reassessing something from your past, okay? But we're going to clarify the Four of Water energy, all right? Okay, it's not like you're being complacent, all right? You're just working on other areas within your life, if from an emotional perspective, likely. But this could apply to any aspect of your life. It could apply to your career, friendships, whatever is of high priority in your thoughts as you view this reading, okay? Dear Spirit, please clarify the Four of Water energy for my dear Gemini here in July. Please clarify the Four of Water energy for my dear Gemini, divine masculines here in July. What else is there, dear Spirit? Please show us. Again, the High Priestess. So this is this is an indication that there's definitely a woman involved. This could be, the intuitiveness within the divine masculine, but this can definitely signify that there is a high priestess-like energy, a woman who's very secretive, a woman who's very loving, a woman who's all-knowing, who's in his life. This could also be a spirit guide, okay, who's come in and helped enact healing within the divine masculine. And as a result, he's reassessing maybe some of his actions from the past. Maybe some of my dear divine masculine Geminis want to revisit the past and make something right, okay? Maybe some of my dear divine masculines want to cling to the good memories and not move forward with any type of regret, okay, or any type of heartache that may have taken place from their past, all right? This could also indicate, dear divine masculine, that there's somebody in your life who's clinging to the past or who is in need of healing, okay? And this woman could be maybe somebody of very intuitive, all right, with a very spiritual and very all-knowing spirit, within her. No matter what, there's some aspect of the past that is coming to the forefront for you this month, dear Divine Masculine, okay? Moving right along, we have the Page of Clouds energy. This is the mind tarot, okay? The Page of Clouds is about communication. This is about a mind-blowing communication that may come in to the Divine Feminine. And while this card may look gruesome, it's not always bad news, okay, that's coming in. It's something that's likely not expected. It definitely aligns with the Thunderbolt moment that came out here. Some shocking news could come in. Somebody you haven't heard from in a while may come in and have something to tell you, okay? Nonetheless, it has the ability to tear down previous beliefs as they pertain to somebody you know, as it pertains to an experience within your life, as it pertains to some of your friendships or your career, something intellectual. Nonetheless, we're going to put some clarity on this Page of Clouds mind. This communication can come in via email, telephone, fax. I'm thinking of archaic means, right? Social media. Somebody could also be spying on you, dear Divine Feminine, all right? Nonetheless, there's some mind-blowing communication, something that you likely weren't ready to hear at any particular moment, right? Maybe some of my dear Geminis are getting an invite or receiving an invite out that they didn't see it coming, okay? Nonetheless, let's clarify the Page of Clouds for my dear Gemini here in July. Oops. Ooh. And I have the Five of Water energy. This is interesting. This is super interesting because the Five of Water energy also showed up in the Divine Masculine. Something about the past, huh, dear Gemini? But this particular card actually has a different meaning, okay? As you can see here, this lady, she's wielding the sword of truth, okay? She's wielding the sword of truth in her life, and she has a torch in her hand, which definitely signifies love and light. Love and light combined with truth, okay? This is the War Tarot, okay? It's about a highly dramatic, emotionally charged situation and intense restlessness. So definitely, this is definitely confirming some communication coming in, some light being shed on a situation that may be quite literally mind-blowing. This restlessness can have you just very shocked about whatever this situation is, okay? Like I said, it has the element that it was something that you didn't see coming, which makes me know absolutely that this Tower card is clarifying the Page of Clouds energy here, okay? But we're going to gain more clarity on this Five of Water, dear Gemini. What is this about? This restlessness, where did it come from, dear Spirit? This restlessness that has created this mind-blowing communication energy for some of my dear Gemini here in July 2019. Please clarify, dear Spirit, what is this Five of Water energy about for my dear Gemini here in July? Please show us. Please show us, dear Spirit. Okay. Yeah. What is this? Mental distress coming from. What is this about? I'm seeing emotions, but I'm also seeing intellectual. So something emotionally may not be lining up intellectually in your mind. That could be an aspect for some of my Geminis. Oh. And I have the Death Tarot. Something happened. Some chapter was closed. Some ending happened. Some ending that may have been unexpected. Okay. Some ending that may have been unexpected. Now, a lot of people fear this card. This card is nothing to be feared. Okay. This is just about the ending of something. Some of my dear Geminis may receive communication. Okay. They may be pondering themselves about ending a particular relationship or situation in their life. And as such, maybe the person doesn't want to let go, and it's just mind-blowing the situation or the event that calls you to want to close this door in your life. Maybe somebody does. Some of my dear Geminis may recognize that there is an ending coming, or an ending happening within a particular relationship in their life. Okay. This could also indicate a Scorpio, a significant Scorpio being present in your life that has something to do with this shocking event and this news that's coming in and this light being shed on a situation, which is mind-blowing. But we're going to see what else is happening. Let's look at the evolving energies and see what else is happening for my dear Gemini here in July. Okay, the energies that are present. Here we have the 4 of fire energy. This is participation. This is about participating mind, body, and soul, dear Gemini. So despite what it looks like for the divine feminine, especially in the divine masculine, clinging to the past and this mind-blowing communication, there is going to be a period this month where you're going to be able to participate mind, body, and soul. This card indicates stability, sharing. This can indicate any type of event like a baby shower, a marriage celebration, you know, just a loving relationship coming together. You know, this indicates engagement for some of my dear Gemini. All right, but let's clarify the 4 of fire participation for Gemini. Dear Spirit, please show me, please clarify the 4 of fire participation for my dear Gemini here in July 2019. Please clarify for my dear Gemini. And we have the crone of earth. This is equivalent to the king. This is the feminine version of the king of pentacles. This is about stability. This is about even more than that, though. This is about the end of something, the regeneration after the ending of something, okay? So this definitely solidifies that this ending that has already occurred or that could be happening, all right? But even more than that, this card is about the regeneration and rebirth of something from beneath the surface. So something ended and something is regenerating and rebirthing from beneath the soil, okay? From under the ice, okay? So whatever this ending was that was mind-blowing or the shocking communication that came in, there's no need to worry about it because already rebirth is germinating beneath the surface, okay? Because the crone understands that the earth lays to rest, all right? Everything has to rest at some particular time, you know, and even the earth must regenerate or sleep. You know, there is a time for everything, even death, even endings. There's a time and place for everything. And it does appear this month that there's going to be some certain endings for some of my dear Gemini, all right? And that, that there's a time or that there's going to be a death to a particular situation where you're going to put something on hold, put something on the back burner and come back to it later. But what this also promises is that while this new idea is generating beneath the surface and germinating beneath the surface, there's going to come an opportunity for some of my dear Gemini to actually participate mind, body, and soul. This could be the acceleration of change, passionate change that leads to a more bright future, which leads to you meeting new people who really resonate with you on the soul level, passionately from the soul. Nonetheless, we're going to clarify the crone of earth. This is definitely a physical manifestation. When the crone of earth comes in, something physically is manifesting beneath the surface that's going to trigger you to participate more in mind, body, and soul, okay? So let's clarify, dear Spirit, what is this crone of earth energy about? Please clarify the crone of earth for my dear beautiful Geminis here in July 2019. What is this about, dear Spirit, for Gemini? And I have the 10 of Wands because some of my dear Gemini were carrying a heavy load, okay? But what it looks like is that this death situation for divine feminine and this crone of earth was initiated by the divine feminines within this situation, all right? They were carrying a heavy load and they decided to put those burdens down, to not only put those burdens down, but to bury them, all right? And to regenerate newness from underneath the surface of the earth. And as a result, they are able to participate mind, body, and soul. Whatever this communication that's coming in or this event that's going to happen that's going to be mind-blowing, it seems like the divine feminine is ready to bury it, okay? For the divine masculine, he's clinging to the past. There seems to be a divine feminine aspect. This could be your mother. This could be your friend. This could be your lover that's having a major influence on him. And it's making him want to or crave something from the past. This could also indicate that somebody within his environment is also clinging to the past. Nonetheless, the divine masculine and the divine feminine are going to end up participating mind, body, and soul within life because what needs to be buried will be buried this month, okay? If there was something that was, this could be based on the new awareness that you've harnessed, you know, moving into the month, or this situation that you transformed moving into the month. All right, but it looks like my divine masculine, if the past has been a burden, he's putting down that burden, okay? He's burying it because he's ready to participate mind, body, and soul. And for many of my dear Geminis, that's going to happen. You're going to participate mind, body, and soul. So that indicates to me that some aspect of this thunderbolt moment isn't going to last but for a little while, okay? Because the divine masculine, divine feminine are healing, okay? The divine masculine is focusing on healing a situation, on healing himself. And the divine feminine, you know, she has the war card, okay? There was some mental distress that occurred in regards to this mind-blowing event. But at the end of the day, she's putting that burden down this month. There's an energy of putting the burden down this month. This could indicate that some of my dear Gemini may be in the middle of going through a situation where they feel withdrawn, but that is not going to happen. Somebody's going to give you an invitation. You're going to receive an invitation to go out, okay? You may be the initiator and say, hey, let's get together. Let's go somewhere. You know, let's go travel somewhere. Like, let's get out of this particular situation because, you know, I'm not going to, you know, live my life, okay, carrying this load anymore. Dear divine masculine, dear divine feminine. All right. The next card that came up is awareness. Awareness is equivalent to the Chariot, okay? This is about having control. This matches perfectly with consciousness, except it's a major arcana card. This is a new awareness. This is actually embracing this new awareness or this new reality within your life, okay? This is about taking control of a situation. This is about ripping off a mask as it pertains to yourself or to others, or as it pertains to a situation. So if there's a situation that you need to raise awareness about, it seems like Gemini is ready to do such this month, all right? They're taking control of their lives, all right? They're not going to let others be the reason for any type of discontent within their life this month. They're going to raise awareness about what it is they need to raise awareness about. Raise the red flag, raise the white flag, you know? Either way, there's a new awareness creeping in, and this awareness is coming from the soul, all right? There's no ego attached to it. As you can see, that shadow indicates kind of like an ego-ish shadow. I'm not putting a smile on when I don't mean it, and I'm not going to be, I'm going to exactly tell it like it is. I'm taking control of my life. I'm not letting other people control my emotions. All right? Dear Spirit, please clarify awareness for my dear Gemini here in July 2019. Please clarify awareness for my dear Gemini. Dear Spirit, that's too many cards. Dear Spirit, too many cards. Well, actually, it's just two. We'll take them because of the way they came out. The first card that came out is the Three of Fire. This is the Law of Attraction card. The second card that came out is the Five of Fire, and we're going to come back to this card, okay? To clarify the awareness card, we have the Three of Fire. I call this the Law of Attraction card. That's the planet Venus behind this particular lady. This is about being attracted to something. So if my Gemini is attracted to someone, a situation, a circumstance, they're making it known. They're not going to hide behind the veil. They're going to show exactly who they are. They're going to tell the person, you know, this is what I'm attracted to you. All right. In reverse, also, dear Gemini, you also are very attractive. All right. This indicates that also there is an object, somebody who is very attracted to you, okay? So much so that they're willing to tear down their masks in order to be able to be in your presence, all right? You're exuding, you are applying subconsciously within your life, even consciously within your life, the laws of attraction. So, you know, do not be surprised if you garner more looks, more stares than ordinary. You know, you definitely are standing out this month, and you are relishing in that. You are attracted to the authentic aspects within others. You appreciate when somebody says, you know, I'm attracted to you. You know, let's go do something. The Three of Fire is about initiation also. All right? You're not waiting for anything. You're not waiting for your world to come in. You're creating your world. You're applying the laws of attraction. But let's clarify the Three of Fire for my dear, beautiful Gemini here in July. Please show us, dear Spirit, what is this Three of Fire about for my beautiful Gemini here in July? Uh-oh. Yeah, messages are flying everywhere. Okay. Please clarify the 3 of fire, dear Spirit, for my dear Gemini here in July. Please clarify, dear Spirit. And we have the 8 of Swords, okay? Because some of my dear Gemini were stuck. They felt like they couldn't move out of a situation. They felt like they couldn't process or understand a particular situation. This seems to be the natural progression from this mind-blowing communication or event that happens. All right, nonetheless, it seems like this energy, as you know, energy is very fast moving. It's going to be a temporary event, and you're going to be back out there being that attractive individual that you are, being that attractive soul that you are, okay? And whatever this event that's happened, this clinging to the past, this mind-blowing communication, it raises a new awareness within you, and you're able to show your face to the world, all right? In whatever way that makes sense for you, dear Gemini, okay? You're able to participate mind, body, and soul. You're becoming unstuck from something, okay? So whatever this ending was, you're becoming unstuck from it this month, dear Gemini. And moving on to the final evolving energy, we have the 9 of Clouds. This is the dark night of the soul tarot, all right? Somebody has been staying up at night, okay, with a lot on their mind. This is intellectual, mental distress, okay? Somebody can't sleep. This could be a result of somebody having done something wrong to the dear Gemini, or it could be regret from Gemini in regards to something that they did as it pertains to someone else in their life, or a situation or circumstances, or being party or privy to information that they don't want to know about somebody. The dark night of the soul is very temporary. Usually this triggers a growth, okay, dear Gemini, within our very beings. But we're going to clarify about what is this sorrow about, dear Spirit, for Gemini here in July. Please clarify sorrow for my dear Gemini here in July. And I have the 6 of Earth, okay? This is a practical matter. There's some practical matter within the life of some of my Geminis that is going to come to the forefront, okay? Something on the material plane is going to come into fruition. And this is about transitioning from one state to another. This is talking about finding your safe place. So this is definitely having to move away from something, a particular situation on a practical level. Moving away from a friendship comes to me because there wasn't an equal share of give and take, okay? There wasn't an equal share of give and take, and some of my dear Geminis had to let go of something. This definitely further solidifies the crone of Earth and the death tarot, okay? But even though you let go, all right, you're attracting others. Other people are attracted to you. There's still some aspect, I feel inclined to think that this also mainly pertains to the divine masculine, clinging to the past. Even though you know you have to let go of this particular situation, it still keeps you up at night. You still want to understand what happened for some of my dear Gemini, or, you know, this is happening to somebody within your sphere where, you know, they're having a dark night of the soul because they don't understand, but you understand that there was just not an equal share of give and take. If it was a situation where you were not able to give 100% of yourself, you're letting it go, no matter if it triggers sorrow. Sometimes this regret comes from within us, you know, like, I'm so sorry that I did this to somebody, that empathy, okay? In other instances, this can represent some of my Geminis actually being sorry because this happened to them. Some door closed that they maybe have not particularly wanted to close, but it did alleviate a burden, you know, in their life. All right? But let's clarify the 6 of Earth, dear Spirit. What is this about? Being in this state of mental disharmony, the state of the dark night of the soul. Dear Gemini, please remember that if this is you, there's the stars right there. Just go outside at night if you find yourself in this energy and look up at the stars, all right? I sometimes have, you know, like raised my hands to the universe. It's amazing that if you close your eyes and move your mind into that sacred space of meditation, how you can actually feel the flow of the universe, you know, like flowing through your being. And so I'm visualizing that. Just try it if you do find yourself in this particular sentiment. And let it go. Like, I let go. I'm letting go this month. I have a new awareness. You know, I don't want to be shocked anymore as it pertains to anything in my life. Okay? And I'm clarifying the 6 of Earth, and I have the Queen of Wands. This woman has it together. She knows what she wants. So for my divine masculine, this may have been triggered by a divine feminine or a feminine energy within his life. You know, she's giving it her all. All right? and she just doesn't want to, you know, she doesn't want to feel like she's giving all of herself and receiving nothing in return. And this can make the divine masculine feel a little sorry, which is maybe, you know, and he's clinging to the past, you know. Also, this can indicate the divine feminine herself saying, I'm going to let it go, even if I'm sorry about it. But it's just not what's best for me, okay? It's just not what's best for me because I have a new awareness, okay? I am applying the law of attraction, and I deserve exactly what it is. I deserve what it is that I want or need in this lifetime for my soul's evolvement. I'm going to participate mind, body, and soul and leave these burdens behind, okay? Yeah, this mind-blowing communication coming in does create, there could be some mental distress where mind-blowing communication must be communicated from you, or it is your divine feminine that you are receiving this communication yourself, all right, from somebody. All right, I dropped another card, okay? And it was the 5 of fire energy, okay? And it is the Jupiter card. And this came out, and it really clarifies that there is a lucky break and a good fortune that can be used to achieve bigger things. So no matter what's happening, dear Gemini, I want you to remember that the planet of Jupiter is on your side. Things, you know, we do have to release certain things from the past. Sometimes these communications that come in or have to be made must be made in order to change our destiny so that we are better aligned with the best things or the best outcomes or the best experiences for our progression on this path during our journey on this earth, okay? Sometimes, you know, we're not going to always be happy. Some things are going to make us, you know, keep us up at night, okay? But during these type of periods where there are trials, it's very, very beneficial to understand that this is temporary and that hope is just right behind you. Like I said, stretch your hands up to the sky, all right? Understand that we get what we want when we are very much authentic, okay? We get what we want when we apply. What we want is who we are. We turn on the law of attraction magnet, okay? And we begin to draw exactly what it is that we want into our lives because we're not dependent on other people. We begin to engage in areas which provide stability through participation with that which resonates with us because we don't want to carry a burden, nor do we want to push against the grain, okay? There's going to be a new awareness this month that may have already occurred or will happen. It's going to kick off all of these events, so it's up to you to determine how you will use these energies. No matter, these 2 cards dropped out, no matter what event is happening in your life, this shocking event is only moving you towards your greater good this month. Okay, dear Gemini, so I hope you're able to derive out of your reading that which pertains to you, because this is a general reading, okay? So take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Dear Spirit, please show me any additional insight, any additional messages. What are the additional messages for my dear Gemini here in July 2019? Please show me, dear Spirit. What other messages are there for Gemini this month? Please show me. Embrace the 3 worlds, okay? So it just seems like you're going to be on somewhat of a roller coaster this month, dear Gemini, okay? This guy, he has like this antlers on, holly plant, you know, wrapped around his head. He's coming out of the fog. This is a promise of coming out of this mental distress or this mental disharmony that may be coming into place based on a shocking event or a communication that comes in. It's understanding that as we walk in love, especially if you are a twin flame, as we walk in love, it doesn't mean that we're not going to ever go through trials in life because we're walking in our truth. It only means that we are able to better navigate our way in this world. This card is saying that, you know, you incorporate a balanced judgment. Understand exactly what stage you are, and then once you do that, so if you are going through this mental disharmony, understand, you know, stop yourself in those thoughts. It has to be very conscious. I found for myself it's a very conscious decision. Stop yourself in those thoughts and say, how can I change the situation now? Let me look around me and see exactly what it is that I must be thankful for. You can look at the viewpoint from 3 perspectives: the underworld, the middle world, and the upper world in making decisions. It's saying that no matter what happens, this communication, this participation, even the good times, you have the ability, you have the free will to make the decision that's best for you. Am I going to react in the same way that somebody reacts to me, thereby giving them my energy because they were able to change me from being within my happy place to being within their energy? Or am I going to recognize them for what they are if they're coming from a lower world perspective? Am I going to allow them to change me, or am I going to walk away from it? Am I going to shut the door on this situation, all right, and let rebirth regenerate from beneath, okay? When I'm in my happy place, how am I going to engage? Am I going to make sure that I stay true to the laws of attraction, which attract exactly who I am? Am I going to stay true to my authenticity? Am I going to be clear of any mask or stay out of the company of those with masks in order that I can participate mind, body, and soul in a particular situation? All right? I'm a woman of action, dear divine feminine. I'm going to speak my truth, okay? And I require certain things materially on this plane. And as such, I may regret leaving you now, but I know it's for my best interest and it's for your best interest as well, for whoever that applies to, okay? You're clinging to the memories of the past, dear divine masculine, but you're ready to step out and participate in life, all right? Because you have received a new awareness about exactly what you want. You are also encouraged or being triggered to start something new in your life, okay? And you are also starting this new, arriving at this new awareness, taking control of your life in some particular aspect of your life, all right? Dear Gemini, thank you for joining me this month. It has been a pleasure. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe. Understand that luck is on your side this month as well, so you'll have to tell me if you feel so inclined. And come back for my pick a card reads, dear Gemini. I've been offering them to some of my on some of my videos this month. I will be putting those out this month after I finish rolling out the July readings, but I'm looking for suggestions if you feel inclined to do those, okay? Make a suggestion in the comments, all right? Until next month, dear Gemini, much love and many blessings to you.